Hello everyone, welcome to Math 10C, the Factors and Products unit. This is lesson number 1, multiplying binomials. So to start off with some definitions, a binomial is a polynomial with two terms. So notice here at the example we see one term there and one term there. Notice both terms are separated by either a positive or a negative sign. A trinomial is a polynomial that has three terms. And notice in the example here we have one term there, and one term there. Again, each term is separated by a positive or a negative sign. So first thing we're going to look at is multiplying two binomials, or another way of saying that is expanding. The first one we're going to look at is how to do this via algebra tiles. So through using algebra tiles, we want to put our first term in the top part of our algebra tile grid. So an x term is a long, skinny rectangle, and the plus 3, we want to do 3 little squares. 1, 2, and 3. Our other term, x plus 2, we put on the vertical side, where we have the x is represented by a long, skinny rectangle, and the 2 is represented by 2 little squares. Now what we want to do is fill out the inside of our grid. So when we multiply the two long rectangles, the two x's, we are going to produce one large square. When I multiply a single square by a long rectangle, we produce an individual long rectangle. So notice we have 1, 2, and 3 for right there, and on this side we're going to have 1 and 2 for right there. So we have to complete a perfect square or rectangle inside, so in the blue color that I'm writing in. So notice now we're going the 1 square times the 1 square. Well, that still just produces 1 square. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So overall, what do we have here? The big square is an x squared term. So we can write this out as x squared. We have, notice we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 x's, so plus 5x. And then how many individual squares do we have? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are adding on plus 6. And notice there's no variable of x with those. So that is what our answer is and how to do it getting through algebra tiles. But there's a faster method to go through, which is called FOIL. So FOIL stands for first, outside, inside, and last. So I'll show you the math of how to do it this way. So when we are saying the first term, what this means is you want to multiply the two brackets. You're going to multiply the first term in the bracket by the first term in the bracket. So what this is going to give us is x times x, giving us x squared. Remember, when you multiply the same base, you add the exponents. The outside term, you want to multiply the first term in the first bracket by the second term in the second bracket. So we're going here, x times 2, which gives us 2x. Our inside terms is we multiply the second term in the first bracket by the first term in the second bracket, which gives us 3 times x, which is equal to 3x. And then our last terms, you want to multiply the second term in the first bracket by the second term in the second bracket, which gives us 3 times 2, which is equal to 6. Now normally, we're able to group the two middle terms. We're able to group our two like terms here together. So 2x plus 3x gives us 5x. So if we rewrite out all these terms, we see that we have x squared plus 5x plus 6. Notice that this term right here is the exact same thing that we got from doing it through algebra tiles.